you were a plus minus monster to the upside. What do you think about it? What do you think about just the term and the concept of plus minus, that your presence on the ice at full strength betters your team without actually getting a point?
I would agree that, I think when you look at all the different analytics that are out there, there are many naysayers to this. But at the end of the day, if you're with the same line or similar lines all the time, that's an advantage to a certain extent. But you still have to defend, and you have to. I was to the plus, but I was always playing against the top line on every team.
No, exactly. No,
So a lot of these analytics, they say they're countering that into the numbers. They're not. There's no way they are, because the numbers that I see come up, they're not accurate. And that's where a lot of times it's the eye test. It's who are you playing against? Okay, you're playing against the top line every single night, yet you're plus or even every single night. If you are doing that, I'm not worried about stats. I'm worried about winning. And if
absolutely.
my job is to defend the top line on every team every single night, and I'm a plus or even player on most nights, depending upon how many penalties we take, and how by the way, how our other lines play. But if I'm shutting down the top line, then most of the time you have a really good chance of winning the game.
No, I think it's great.
So I do look at it, but you got to look at it in a certain grain of who are they matched up against all the time, who are they playing against. If I see some guy that's on a good team that's a massive plus minus, and he's a third pairing defenseman, well, he's probably got an unreal third line that he plays with that is scoring a lot of goals.
Right.
He doesn't have to defend. So you have to look at the checks and balances as opposed to just the straight numbers to get a real good sense, in my opinion. Now, the analytics people will probably say I'm wrong, but that's just how I feel.